Welcome back to the channel. If you're not already, go ahead and subscribe and let's get started. Today we're going to go over some pros and cons of some different investments that will hopefully help you determine where to start. So what should you invest in? Stocks, bonds, gold, real estate, cryptocurrency, yourself, flipping things at yard sales? There's countless options. So how do you choose where to start? First up, let's take a look at stocks. We talk about stocks here a lot on this channel, and here's what I like about stocks. It's easy to get into. You open a brokerage, fund it, pick a stock, and buy it. Another plus is if you do your research and invest into stocks or funds that have a history of positive growth, you can set yourself up for long-term success. What I don't like about stocks, well, if you don't know what you're doing, it can feel a lot like gambling. And the other thing is that it's never a sure thing. And if it was, the markets would never crash. Next up, let's have a look at real estate. I heard that real estate has made more millionaires than any other industry in the world. I didn't fact check it, but let's just assume that's true. Here's what I like about real estate. I've watched real estate values skyrocket in the last 15 years. In fact, you'd be hard pressed to find a piece of land worth less now than it was 30 years ago. And beyond just the normal inflation rates, values have actually increased. God stopped making land a long time ago, but he never quit making people. Now, here are some cons to the real estate game. There's a higher barrier of entry than stocks most of the time. There are ways to do no money down deals, but that takes some expertise. So if we're just talking about your traditional 20% down, rent it out, get cash flow, etc., you would need tens of thousands of dollars, and in some cases, $100,000 or more to get in. Like anything else, seeing a return takes patience, and that's not really a con. It's more of a given. Next on the list is cryptocurrency. Bitcoin, Ethereum, and others have made normal people millionaires and sometimes billionaires seemingly overnight. There's no doubt about that, and it's been a great investment for some. With talk of moving more towards a digital currency, it's probably not a bad thing to have some. Super low barrier of entry. You can buy about as much or as little as you want. The downsides are that it's super volatile. It's definitely not for the faint of heart. It could lose 30% of its value in a single day. Also, it's so new that there's hardly a track record. So there's a lot of speculation going on. Okay, next is investing in yourself, which I've talked about here before. Ugh, but I don't want to do any of the work. This is probably the toughest investment, but definitely the one with the highest ROI. I say it's the toughest because it's not passive. You actually have to do the work. You can't just throw your money in, let it sit for years, and expect a return. Here's what I like about this one. It puts you in the driver's seat. It takes the maybe out of success. You are it. Number two, there are so many avenues of learning that you can take. You have options. Now, here's what I don't like about it. Well, there's really no downside to learning a new skill. You could pick a worthless degree, but doing a bit of research and common sense can mitigate that. What I did to invest in myself was find something that I was interested in doing that has a higher earning potential, and then I took out a loan. I was not investing in anything else at that time. I knew that I had to pay off my loan before anything else, and that's what I did. Investing in yourself can have a super low barrier of entry, but it could also be very high depending on the skill. You can get all kinds of free info on YouTube, or you can spend a lot on a traditional education. Lastly, I mentioned flipping things at yard sales. This is far from passive, but it can work. Similar to stocks and real estate, you make money from the arbitrage between what you bought it for and what you can sell it for. It just happens to represent the physical manifestation of the concept. Look, if you can invest your money into something you know will sell for more, do it. So to answer the question, what should I invest in? Pick what works best for you. If you know stocks, buy stocks. If you know real estate, get in that game. If you love yard sales, go make some quick flips. If you don't know anything, invest in yourself. Okay, guys, if you liked this video, press the like button. If you didn't like the video, press the like button and let me know how I can do better in the comments. Thanks for watching. See ya!